Welcome back to the apartments. I got Chris with a K, Taj, and I got Grayson in the cut. Today we talking about our essentials when we traveling or everyday basis, what we need. I'm gonna let y'all go first. Alright, I'm gonna go first.
I was thinking like, man, as the host, I feel like you should go first.
Nah, cause look, I always go first, so I try to switch it up this time.
That was fun.
That was fun. Welcome to the apartments. We talking about essentials. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Alright, let's try it again. Alright, but no, for real. Alright, number one, my phone. I think that's just common sense. You need
I
the
think
phone.
that's a must. Right
Yeah, I think that's a must.
My jewelry, I gotta have it on me. I like it, gotta have it. Do-rag, brush. Y'all might say I'm ODing it. I need my game. Wherever I go, my game gotta go with me. If I'm going somewhere out of town or a friend's house, I gotta bring the game.
You gotta have AirPods on the plane. Like,
Music.
Okay,
to have
look,
AirPods.
I agree and I disagree.
You disagree.
Cause
The battery, right?
no, cause when I was flying back, for second semester, I didn't have no AirPods, so I just heard it's like, it didn't bother me, but you do want to vibe out, and take a little nap.
I gotta have
Same.
music when I travel.
Yeah,
I
I
have
like
to.
noise. I can't
It's-
stand listening to the airplane because it just tears my nerves up. Like I'm like, oh, is the motor gonna cut off? Like you know, it like revs up. I'm
No.
like, what is it doing?
No, speaking about that, okay, flying back, I was on the airplane and I'm sitting. The plane just go. I'm like, yep, y'all
I
finna
know,
take me. Y'all finna take me. Not now.
The man we need to ask about is right there.
Music is key. You
Music.
do not travel without music.
No, look, hey,
You do not travel.
We talking about travel. He travels the most out of all of
He
us.
travels the most.
Nah, I swear, I only take my headset off in the immigration control and when I go through like security. That I keep them on the whole time.
Respect.
You know something that I used when I went to California last month. I downloaded Peacock TV. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Yeah.
But I bought the premium service on it, and you can literally download any show you want to. So I downloaded like all these reality shows and everything. That's what I watched on both flights, and I'm gonna do it again next week too.
Respect.
That's clutch.
That's dead.
That's clutch.
Yeah,
I just
that
listen.
was cool.
For me, I just listen to music. Try to take a little nap. You know, you're on the plane, try to doze off. One thing I hate about the airplane though, maybe it's just me. When I get off, my ears are way like one ear be off than the other. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Am I going?
Because the atmosphere changed.
Okay.
What you have to do is you have to eat gum when you land. and
Yeah,
I
then
heard.
go
You
up.
have to chew gum.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
See, I ain't never been on a plane before, but like all this, I ain't never been on a
For real?
plane before. But all this stuff my mom's like told me from her experience and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard chew gum because when I flew to Miami early this year, my ears were hurting for a couple of days. I'm like, what's wrong with my ear? It hurt. And they're like, when you fly, chew some gum. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, man.
I mean, I haven't been on a plane, but I've been to a lot of. I wouldn't say a lot because I know of people who've been to a lot of states, but I've been to a few states.
So what stage you been to?
So, I've been obviously your typical. I've been to Virginia. I've been to Virginia, South Carolina. Been to Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. I've been to New York, Maryland. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to Florida this summer, and then I'm going to Alabama again this summer.
Yeah, what part of Florida you
Pensacola Beach.
Yeah, you in the country.
That's fun.
You're funny.
That's where my girlfriend's mom's at, so we're going down there. So just,
You guys should download the Places Been app. I downloaded that to keep up where like everywhere I've been.
All right, we giving out
Cool.
shout outs. Gotta turn
That's so
around.
cool.
Put it in the camera.
I
Give
know.
a shout out then.
Not a sponsor.
Download Places Been.
You-
This is
what
not
Chris
a
said
paid
is not a sponsor,
advertisement.
man.
not a sponsor.
It's definitely not a shameless plug neither.
Unless we get paid.
Unless we
Grace is shouting
Okay,
out
I
everybody.
need to pay
Peacock.
Hey,
Yeah, I know. I'm doing all
Hey,
the
places
platforms
I've been.
credit.
Hey, Grayson could open up some doors for me.
Hey,
Come- Get out
Hey,
here.
I
Grace
ain't
is trying
endorse
to pick up all
Peacock
the
too, no
sponsors.
cap. Hey, I second Peacock, no cap. Only got it for wrestling, so that's it.
Bet that see, speaking of headphones falling out. But
That's
no, all right. So I answered. So what's y'all's? So what we taking?
So-
Road trip, plane. What we taking? What y'all need?
Everything, cruise.
I mean,
Sleeping tablets.
phone's a must, right?
Cruise.
And I think it depends on the trip. Like,
Cruise.
I think obviously your essentials is your phone charger, you know,
Okay.
headphones for music, even if
toothbrush,
hygiene, stuff like that. But like, if you're going like, you know, overnight somewhere, I feel like the game is a must depending on what you're doing. Because I've been to places where, like when I went to New York, for example, I was gonna bring my PlayStation, and I thought about it. I'm like, look, so we was there 3 days, 2 nights. I was like, we're gonna be touring New York City all day, every day, all 3 days, right? And we're gonna get back late, this, that, and the third. Do I really want to bring a PlayStation?
Yep. Go ahead.
Do I really want to bring a PlayStation to? Cause like I know for us at least, we got back full of energy, and as soon as we hit the beds and like I slept on like the little chair thing, cause there's 4 of us in the room. I know as soon as we sat down and got comfortable, we was out like that. Like I woke up with my phone in my hand. So I don't think a PlayStation or like a game system in general is a must, just depending on like what you're doing. That's my opinion.
How y'all feel about laptops and tablets? Are they a must? Would something I need?
I feel like it is for work. Like in my
Yeah.
case, like I travel most of the time for work. Like I always take my laptop with me just because I have to work on it. But I feel like if you're just going on vacation, like why do you need your laptop unless you are working at the same time? You know.
I don't think vacation's kind of like the you want to get away from everything, and I
Yeah.
feel like laptop kind of keeps
It's
you.
like work oriented
Yeah.
stuff.
Like you look at a laptop, and most of the time people don't look at a laptop and see the same thing that they see in like a tablet maybe or a phone. They look at it. At least for me, if I look at my computer, I'm like, okay, that's schoolwork.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like, I feel like even if you're not bringing it for that purpose, if you have it there and you look at it, you're still gonna have those thoughts about like
So-
work and stuff.
So, Chris, as soon as you open it, all you imagine this canvas? Yeah, that's a notification right
Yeah,
there.
like I'm like, if I open that thing up right there, there's gonna be an assignment I haven't seen yet that I gotta do.
Right.
Another paper I gotta do somewhere. Like, just stay away from me. The more that's closed, the better I am. So like, that's how I kind of look at it at this point.
What about you, Todd?
Well, as far as essentials and stuff like that. Well, like you said, phones a must. Headphones. When you say AirPods, just headphones in general is a must. Me personally, I gotta have some Carmax on it. Got to. Gotta have Carmax. Gotta have some gum. Gotta have some gum.
I feel like the gum's a must.
You never know.
What, gum or Carmax?
Gum. Both, but gum.
You never
essentially.
know. You never know who you're gonna meet when you get out. So, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have nice chopped lips, fresh breath, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like gum's kind of like a time passer too. Like it makes things go by faster when you have gum in. I feel like.
True.
I know no cap.
Good point.
What else? I gotta have. Man, I gotta have my low key. Gotta have my laptop on my phone. Like no cap. And like I rarely take my game with me because we either doing stuff or like I really don't play the game that much. I really don't feel like playing the game. I feel like I have to be really bored. I'm like, you know what? Or I really got to feel like, oh yeah, I want to play the game today. But half the time I'm on vacation, nah, that's it. And like when I'm on my laptop, I'm not doing anything else but like looking at, I say film. That's it. that's it. If I'm on my phone, I'm really not really texting nobody because no one hits me up anyway. So I'm probably just looking at stuff on Pinterest, like far as fashion wise and everything else. But those really are my essentials for real.
Yeah,
And probably a book too. I don't know. It depends.
That's
how I
something
feel.
new. That's something I
It
have not
depends
done
how I
yet.
feel.
But I think you said a book. I think that kind of go back to the tablet with the audio books nowadays. So I think the tablet still comes in handy.
I know.
But all right. So what are some shoes you take? Like if you had to pick some shoes, you go like let's say it's
I
a
take
3-day
a pair for, like,
vacation,
every
3-day
day.
event. You take like what's your favorite shoes you know you gotta take?
I take tennis shoes, but I literally take like a pair for like every occasion or every day. But I'm bougie and extra, so
Do you bring
I probably do too
do you bring the
much.
Crocs just in case it's a lazy day? Do you bring the Crocs or not?
Oh, it depends.
try
Not
to
really,
bring
because like when I
Crocs.
travel, I'm trying to be like fashionable and stuff like that. So I pretty much bring like fashion stuff unless I'm like working at the racetrack, because then I bring my tennis shoes and black clothes. So
With me, I'm rocking the slides when I first get there, but I'm definitely gonna have my fives in my bag, my Yeezys. Cause like you said, Gracie, you never know what's gonna happen. It's a 3-day event. Gotta let it drip down. Gotta let it drip down. So for sure.
Yeah.
Slides will be on deck.
I think Crocs is kind of like a must, especially if I'm staying in somewhere like a hotel or something. I feel like I gotta bring Crocs, you know. If you know me, you know I'm a big Vans guy, so I gotta bring the Vans. Huh?
They in the bag.
The Vans is in the bag, bro. Cause like, it's so easy. It's so easy to match Vans with stuff. Like it's ridiculous, and I feel like it's not as flashy as some other shoes, but like it looks fashionable enough to be like, okay, like this dude can dress, or like this dude's cleaned up. So the Vans got to be in the bag. And I'll throw in a pair of Jordans or something.
What my dog Chris trying to say in a nice way, he's saying he's a stepper. He stepped with the Vans, he stepped with the J's. I respect it.
Whatever on the feet, bro, it's gotta be coordinated with the fit, and you gonna know. You gonna know. So.
All right. When we say coordinated, are y'all matching from head to toe? Please say no. Don't tell me y'all do that, bro. You match from head to toe?
Not sometimes, but I do match. I mean, I make sure I match up, you know.
True.
I seen Grayson get dressed up, and he be looking clean.
No, I seen. He showed me his podcast. He had a little leather jacket. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. All right, I see it.
You know,
Don't let Grayson be stepping out here with them Chelsea boots on, boy. I tell you
know,
what.
I like my Chelsea boots.
I gotta give me some more ink snatch, man.
But no, what about you, Todd? What you stepping with?
Man, no cap. Like when I get there, when I'm in the car, I gotta have the Crocs on. I'm gonna have a Crocs on, a Vita with a windbreaker and some shorts. It depends on what type of day it is. 9 times out of 10, I might have a hoodie or a windbreaker on in the car if we traveling or whatever. Cause I might throw a fit on. It depends. Cause like, you know how the tunnel walks for the NBA.
Yeah.
And like when they catch you getting out the car and stuff like that.
Oh, this man.
Like, bro, I always wanted those shots, cause some of those shots be so iconic and their outfits be so dope.
Yeah.
And I always wanted that.
I feel like the best pictures is taken when you're not paying
Oh,
attention.
they're so like
That's true.
they
That's a
sweet.
fact, yeah.
They definitely sweet, but like, far as what I'm taking, I like to really plan my outfits. Depends on where I'm going, like months in advance.
Mhm.
So like everything, I won't have to be rushing to get everything here, and everything's already here, so I can lay them out as I pictured in my mind. So like either it's Jordans, Vans. With this time when I travel to Atlanta, I'm taking my Doc Martens.
Oh yes.
Sponsorship going on.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Converse. I'm getting the Converse with the hearts on it. Got to. Those are a must. And like that's really pretty much it. And some J's, but the Concords definitely have to be in the bag for me. Like they come everywhere with me.
I hate to put him on the spot, but he's been kind of quiet over there, and I know he becoming comfortable to class, but I know he a big stepper.
Right?
I know he a big stepper.
I seen him giving the little applause in the background. I'm like,
Yeah.
he steps though.
Yeah,
Like,
I know he steps, bro.
I know
Coming
he
in
steps.
comfortable as hell. But
Come on, man.
oh,
I
for
think he's
me,
sponsored by
definitely
Nike,
when he
yeah.
said the docs, like respect just flew up. I love the docs. My favorite shoes.
So I know I won't tripping. I know I wasn't the only one. I really know I was the only one. But nah.
Yeah.
I could just see Bonstay, stepping out. He's
Nike
got like
down. Like you see him?
I know Nike down, but like I'm talking about like dressed up.
Like,
Like I'm
come
talking
on.
about chain, like little turtleneck sweater with
Money
the dress
right?
pants and nice dress shoes.
You know what? I don't see Bonstay in a chain though. I don't think that's his steed. I really don't
I
think
don't
that's
do
his steed.
chains.
You don't
But
do
he
chains.
hit it with the turtleneck. I'm
Yeah, I can see
He's a lock
the
with
nice
Jordan.
like slim fit dress pants with the dress shoes on.
You gotta have the.
Showing some ankle.
You
Come
gotta have
on,
the dark
bud.
shades too.
Bonstay
You have to have the dark
ain't hiding
shades.
for nothing, bro.
You gotta have the dark shades.
Yeah.
No cap. He has to have the dark shades.
I feel like there's gonna be one time, but Bonstay's gonna hop off the plane, bro.
I won't
and
be
just
surprised. I'm
Stunt,
surprised.
shades on,
Cut me off
stunt,
guard on
got-
that day.
He might have a cup in his hand. Yo, that'll be so
That'd be
Nobody
so
saw his Instagram. Nobody see the man Instagram profile.
Oh, I see
Oh,
his
that's okay. I'm
Instagram.
like, so you know he can step.
I know he stepped, bro.
Oh, you gotta show, I haven't seen it. Somebody gotta show me. Somebody
That's
gotta
why-
show me.
Hey man, show the man.
Hey, put him on blast, bro. Put him on blast,
No,
bro.
no,
He be
no.
Someone
stepping.
gotta show me.
I never post anything.
Never had the
Instagram,
suit, the navy suit, and he know, he coming to show out, dog.
Come on now.
See?
Come on
Yeah,
now.
with the turtle
That's
like
why I
this.
was
You see him, right?
surprised.
You see him, right?
That's why I'm surprised he ain't say nothing because I
I'm
know
deleting
that
my
man
profile.
can
I'm
I'm
giving
done.
the shade.
No, I like the profile picture.
Nah.
You see it
The
though.
profile picture's tough.
step. Which was a bit. Yes,
GQ?
sir.
GQ?
Come on now.
Polo.
The turtleneck.
On the way to a party. On the way to a party.
Mr. GQ? Do we got
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
GQ
In
right?
my face.
Look,
I
send-
like this one.
send
He's in
me by the-
Santorini.
Come on now. He
This
living
is
like
one of
Conor
my
Hey,
McGregor.
hey, boss, you got a secret life you ain't telling us about? Like, let me get
He
in.
living like Conor. Like,
Hey,
he
two
living like
lives, two
Conor.
lives.
I like Busty swag.
By the
I
pool,
like
man.
Busty swag.
Definitely.
Yeah, I
During the
appreciate
day, keeping it sportswear, clean, comfortable.
When it's time to step. You
Love
know?
When it's time to step, he be
I feel like
stepping.
you
I
also
feel like that's
step
the
on the
best way
field
to be
too.
though, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You step on the
all
field.
us come to class on some like on some lazy
Flashy
like,
shoes.
I just
Gotta
got
look good on the
it.
field.
But when it's a function, I know I gotta step. Oh, let me show you
So
something.
now that this topic's up, now that this topic's up,
What's up?
I'm gonna ask the question. So you know, like high school, at least for me, I was trying to come a fit every day. You know, I was trying to put together a fit every day. But like now, when I got to college, I'm like, I don't really be feeling like putting on fits for class for real.
I ain't gonna blame you. I agree. I think it'd be the classes, bro. How classes be set up. Like, imagine
Yeah.
having an 8 a.m. trying to put on a fit, man. You finna catch
That's
me
what
how
I'm
it is.
That's what I'm
8 a.m.
saying,
is
or
Definitely
like-
like cozy shorts, like
Yeah. Or like days like this, I have one class. Am I gonna really put on a fit for one class? You know what I mean? So,
I feel like I'm the complete opposite.
you're the opposite.
Of like when I
kinda
came,
felt that way too.
when I came to college,
Mhm.
and I was trying to figure out like some way, cause like Avery's a small school, and like most people are known, older people like athletes here. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not an athlete anymore. I don't play sports anymore. I gotta find some type of way to stand out for people to notice or whatever. So
I got you.
I started really just my eye. Everyone want to go to class in sweatpants, slides, and hoodies and stuff. I'm putting an outfit every day. I'm gonna try to put an outfit every day.
I got you. I respect that.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
respect
I
that.
got
It
to.
just depends.
I
I
got
don't-
to.
It just depends. I have my moments. Like today is a lazy day. Long sleeve, sweatpants, socks, slides. I ain't getting dressed up. I'm not today. Can't even do it. But now I'm like, I feel I go with you. If I like my Tuesdays, it's 2 classes. I come biology's in person, that class is in person. I'm like, man, I'm gonna rock a fit. Somebody
Yeah. Or like, I think like the hybrid classes and the online classes kind of like, cause I rarely go to in-person class anymore. Like I got this class in person, I got Averett Singers in person, and then my piano class is once a week in person with one person for 30 minutes. So like, I'm like, do I really?
Yeah, that's it.
Do I really
really?
go?
Did I really need to go? I don't think it's going down now.
Nah, not that route.
Well.
Like,
Not
Not that
really gotta
route.
go.
Yeah,
But,
just
like-
telling myself. Oh man,
nah, I ain't gonna snitch on myself.
I think I just did.
Oh, you just did.
Explode.
I got you.
That's what I did. That's fine.
Still on travel and essentials.
Hold on, wait.
What's up?
Pause.
What happened?
Everyone has spoke
Mhm.
in this room except for the man behind the scenes.
He's trying to leave. He's trying to leave. Oh no.
Well, come on, Zach. You done traveled.
He tried to leave, like.
You
what-
done been far, Ohio.
You've been far.
Greensboro.
I mean,
What you packing? What
what-
you need?
what
You
is this
come in here
essential?
poloed out, so I
with
know
the,
you
with
can
the,
keep
with
a
the
conversation.
wristwatch, with the gold wristwatch.
Come on now.
I know Zach be stepping when he wants to.
Come on now.
I
You
did
chose
spill
the
my
wrong day to
coffee
wear that
today on
polo
my
tee.
shirt, so that kind of messed some things
It's
up.
alright.
It's
People can't see.
Other people can't see. People ain't really paying attention.
What
to
you
it.
need, man?
Travel essentials?
Yeah.
Travel essentials.
I don't like to really go with too much. Honestly, I like to travel light, because usually I'm going somewhere where I'm gonna, experience something and spend my time, seeing something new. Probably a book for the plane. Unpopular opinion. Headphones.
Okay.
That's about it. That's all I need. Couple pair of shoes, couple outfits, depending on how long I'm going. That's it.
I know something we forgot though.
What?
Our masks. That's
Nowadays,
a big essential.
that's a
Nobody
big-
says like.
True.
That's a big essential.
Yeah.
I do. Do everyone like travel with the little neck pillow thing?
Yes.
No.
Oh, I do.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
actually, that is essential.
That is the
That
key.
is
Well,
essential.
I never
It's the
been on
first
a
thing
plane.
I've had.
I know.
If I'm in a
been the
car-
plane, yeah.
If I'm in a car or like a bus, I don't.
I
They're
understand.
actually a
On the
game
travel
changer
bus,
for
I
a
just
car,
bring my
too.
actual pillow
You
on
just
my
put it
room.
up
Like, I
against-
wake
Yeah.
up, grab my pillow, grab my bag, and
It's
I'm out.
versatile. You can like put it up against the wall. You can
Yeah.
have it
You ever
around.
drive with one on? It's way better.
Ah,
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to try that.
It's way better. Looks kind of crazy.
I
but-
wouldn't be able to trust myself, man.
Shh, my
With my ADD,
doze. What?
I couldn't. No,
Nah,
I gotta.
I never bought into the little net. It's called net or not net roll. Is it called net roll?
Something, yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I never really got into it.
Neck pillow.
Yeah,
Call it a
neck
neck
pillow.
rest.
There we go.
Neck rest, neck.
Cause neck roll sound like something the football players read about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my bad. You wear one of those? You look good with neck roll.
No, no.
Oh.
But I was just saying, like, that's like something like people be wearing sometimes.
What about favorite places you guys have been?
Manhattan, New York City, hands down.
Miami. Just cause family down there and it's always something to do.
Yeah.
So Miami.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta is sweet too,
Atlanta,
though.
Georgia.
I gotta
Atlanta,
get to Atlanta.
Georgia. I've
But-
been there multiple times, and like it's just, I don't know. It's just the vibe is different, low key down there. No cap. Just a lot of nice things to see.
The only thing for me though is I didn't get to spend a lot of time in Atlanta. I kind of like drove through it and seen it, so I didn't get a chance to spend a lot of time in Atlanta. I was in Marietta, like right outside.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was in high school. I was there for like an all-American camp, so I was in Marietta, and I
Yeah.
couldn't really spend a lot of time. Like I was there the day before, slept in the hotel. The day of, I was at the camp.
I'm gonna tell you, living in Georgia,
A lot of Georgia beaches.
living in Georgia, like that Marietta and Gwinnett County range is boring. Like Atlanta's the only thing that's really popping in Georgia, but I feel like it get played out once you've been there. But you say you've been there a couple times and you still like it. But for me, maybe because my mom stayed there and I don't like Georgia at all. It's like,
I
I'll
feel like
go to
Atlanta's
downtown
dead.
Atlanta. I don't like it.
I feel like Atlanta's dead. Like I've been there a few times, and I just feel like it's dead. That's actually one of my least favorite cities, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's like, cause like when I went down there, it's like I was like somewhat young.
Okay.
So like now, I'm getting older now. Like I get to do more stuff down there. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just doing the normal stuff everyone do when they go to a new city.
Yeah.
Go to the mall. Like, I feel like that's what everyone does when they go somewhere new. Oh, let's go to the mall. If I go to the mall 9 times out of 10, I'm not buying anything. I'm just checking out the scenery. No cap. And
but I do
scenery,
wanna go to
mean
downtown.
girls. I'm just checking out the girls.
Now them two down there, I think they traveled a lot, so I'm really
Yeah, I'm
interested.
interested. I'm
What's your
interested
favorite
in
place, Grayson?
what places you
what's yours?
guys been.
Let me go to my places been.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor, but not a sponsor.
37 states, 14 countries, and 2 continents.
14
What?
countries.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my.
I'm gonna sit
A
out.
lot of them are in the Caribbean though,
Respect.
and then
I feel
England,
like everybody go down to the Caribbean
Canada,
islands.
Mexico.
I take back what I said about visiting the states.
Yeah. It's like,
I thought I had that little decent list, but nah.
Nah, that man. What you said? 32?
what's your favorite though?
Definitely Tennessee is my favorite.
Wow.
Really?
I love
I can see that. I can
Nashville.
see that coming
I
from you.
love Nashville. That's where I want to move to. But I think that's just because it kind of feels homely. I would say like, but it is like so chill. But I'd say like one of the really coolest places that I've been is London.
London.
That was so
London.
tough.
I always wanted to go there.
That's nice.
Yeah, in
Oh,
America,
that's
LA.
I'm gonna go
is
to
pretty
Tokyo.
cool.
I gotta go out to
I can,
Oh.
I can see you Tennessee
That's
though, like
my
real,
bucket
real
list.
country
Yes.
vibe,
Yeah.
music and stuff like that. I can.
Yeah, but see, I love the music scene
Yeah.
out there. Like that is so cool.
I thought you were gonna say Cali.
The house
Really?
rises.
Yeah, I actually don't. I'm not that big of a fan of Northern Cali. I prefer, if I was to do Cali, I would go to like LA, but like it's
Yeah.
so expensive,
So
like
Southern Cal.
insane.
Southern Cal.
Just
Yeah.
like you, because you have that like. I don't want to say bougie, but like that.
Bougie, yeah,
that,
the
like-
bougie.
You got that all-star around like he.
Yeah, like that.
So I know the
Like
dude
you had
talking
that
about.
vibe, like that
Yeah. I know the
personality, like LA personality. Like I feel like you could go to LA and
Yeah.
be perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's cool. I like
Man,
LA.
I know. I already been here. I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, just get off that vibe. Like,
Yeah.
I've been here before. I know what to do.
I
Yeah,
like
you know, it's
Miami.
Cali. It's
I
whatever.
like Miami too. This place.
You
Oh, I
Miami.
wanna go there.
Yo, fire,
Yeah.
South Beach, we know.
Shameless plug again.
He loves it. Look at him.
He loves it. Look,
Hey,
he's great from
like,
ear to
like
ear.
Zach said, he always gonna shout out Youngstown. I'm always shouting out Miami. 305.
Well,
Sunshine State.
well,
Thank you.
Nobody know where I'm from though,
Well,
so I
yeah.
can't even shout it out.
I
really.
do.
Perfect. Shout it out. They shouting at us. I'll go and shout
For sure,
yours
for
out.
sure.
Burlington.
From the G, Graham, North Carolina.
For sure.
Well,
Outside of Burlington, that's how I describe it. 'Cause nobody know where Graham is.
hey, that's how I feel when I tell people I go to Avery. They're like, Avery, where is that? Like, damn,
Yeah.
like on top of North Carolina.
Not
Oh,
Well, a lot of people hearing about Graham though, no cap, because we have a Confederate soldier statue up at the courthouse, so it's been like,
a lot of controversy.
I don't know if y'all seen on World Star the video of the dude singing in front of the statue. His name is Ken Story. He's
Oh, I
like,
see this.
we don't want to die, no, we don't want to die no more. Yeah. Anyway, he was on World Star.
Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He was on World Star and he like went viral off that, and that was actually in Graham. He's from Graham.
Oh, man, so give your city a shout out, man. I love popular, man. What you
Yeah,
mean?
it's not necessarily the reason I want to be like known for, but you know, it is what it is. But like, yeah, Graham represent in between
For sure, for
Greensboro and Durham. That's what I'll be saying.
I'm in the capital. You feel me?
But back on you.
I'm in the
Oh
capital.
yeah, I'm trying to avoid this whole thing. Yeah, city I'm back.
Oh, you in DC with it?
No, I'm in the capital.
Talk about
Oh,
the
yeah.
vibe.
Richmond, bro. You know, it's
Oh,
like
no,
Richmond.
I didn't like
City.
it. Definitely my favorite place. Well, I'm in between two, because honestly, Italy, like
Mm.
different places in Italy, but Rome was just beautiful because of the scenery and the history. I love that. And just the whole vibe over there is so nice. But I think Greece is on top of my list.
Yeah, I
That
can see a
place
picture you
is
sent
so
me.
beautiful. It's unreal. But
Yeah,
that's
I'd
more of a
say-
vacation place. I would never live
I
there.
take something back. I'm gonna do kind of what Boston did. Kind of like I'm gonna have two. So
That's
like,
twice. That's twice you took something back.
Yeah.
That's twice.
It's allowed, it's fine.
I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back. No. Definitely Manhattan is up there. New York City's up there.
Definitely.
Just cause like my fine arts background and like my love for like all that side of things, and I feel like that's the number one place where I can get like all of that and like really. I feel like I enjoy it a whole lot differently than people do. Like a lot of people go, they're just like, oh, it's cool, all the billboards, da da da. But like when I look at New York City, Manhattan, I look at like all the street talent and like Broadway, all the talent there, and like just people trying to like make like just
The whole
themselves
energy.
with like music and theater and stuff like that. And that's really why I appreciate it. But I was thinking when Basti said about like the history and stuff like that. I really enjoy Washington D.C. as well. I'm a big like history guy and like monument guy, so I love going to Washington D.C. and like looking at the monuments and stuff like that. So I feel like that's up there too, but
Alright.
Manhattan's still top.
One place I would say I don't like, it just doesn't have my best attention, is New York. Like, I don't care for going to visit New York. Maybe because everybody has been like, I don't want to go.
I feel like it's definitely a place though that you need to go. Like,
I fucking they got for me is like Times Square. Like I might be one of the people that go for the billboards, the lights, the flashy, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna go back home now.
The only reason.
to, there's so much like it's so much diversity there. It's insane. Like it's one of those places you think like, okay, everybody's been it's kind of washed out, but like, dude, you get like such a new experience when you go. I don't know if any of y'all's been. You've been.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't know if you caught the same vibe, but like
I
it's just
just
so.
love the whole energy.
Yeah.
Like I was just walking down. What's that place called? I can't remember what it's called, but there were like street artists everywhere,
Yeah.
and they were playing the song from The Godfather.
Times Square? Are you in Times Square?
No, it was.
Was it?
There's
You
like
talking
a
about Central
huge-
Park?
Yeah, Central Park.
Yeah, and then are you talking about that area where they're underneath like the little
Yeah, it's like a
like
staircase,
Yeah,
and then you go
yeah,
down,
yeah.
and then you just see the huge fountain.
that was like one of my favorite places.
Yeah, and they played like The Godfather, and the whole vibe, like I got chills.
Mhm.
It was so nice.
Because it
like,
echoes around.
yeah, the
It's just-
vibe is just unmatched, and New York, in my opinion. And there, like you said, there's so much diversity.
Yeah.
So you feel like you're in several countries, just
Yeah.
going down blocks. Like it's so
I know
different.
a city that don't get a lot of love though. New Orleans, a lot of like it don't get a lot. I feel like I worded that wrong. Cause everybody want to go to New Orleans once in a while, but you don't really hear it that much unless it's around the festival
They're
time.
Big Easy. They're Big Easy for sure.
I think there's a lot of culture down there too that people need to
Nah, no cap.
experience.
Like Mardi Gras, I definitely want to
There we
experience.
go.
that.
That's what I'm aiming.
I
That's what
definitely
I'm
want to experience Mardi
Yeah.
Gras. No cap.
Because you can't really get it nowhere else,
You
man.
can't.
It's like you have to go to New Orleans, man.
Like the only way, like we was like back to the whole New York thing. I never been to New York, but I only want to go to New York to really see one thing, and that's Madison Square Garden. That's it. That's it.
I got you.
I just wanted to be able to step foot in the garden. That's it. See the garden, look at it like, oh man, it's crazy. Like
It is crazy.
it's crazy. Like
It is crazy.
like Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena.
You know, this is kind of random, but have you ever been to Canada? Have you guys been to Canada?
Not yet.
You know, I'm real iffy about
No, I'm not.
about Canada and
Canadian bacon.
Canadians. Like,
Well, see,
Canadian
I
bacon.
was too, like, before I went up there, I was like, this might be dead. Like, legit, like, what's in Canada? But then when I went, it is so freaking nice, especially like Montreal and Quebec. It is like one of the cleanest places I've ever been. Like, it is
I can picture
beautiful.
that, yeah.
It is beautiful, and like, it literally feels like you're in Europe. Like,
I'm
it's
trying to go
insane.
hop
I
on the
loved
feature with
it.
Drake, so I might pull up.
They
Yeah,
just-
it was around.
it-
Hey,
Yeah,
Jason,
too. I
did you
liked
get to
it.
see Toronto by any chance?
No, we drove to the outside of Toronto because we did a road trip and we went from Detroit all the way up through to Quebec City.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Canada.
How long
We
did
went
that
to
take?
Niagara Falls. Maybe 9 hours. It wasn't that long.
You got the
Yeah.
headphones?
Did I have my headphones? You know I had my
Is
headphones.
that-
hours without headphones.
Grayson, no music. Come on.
I know.
9 hours?
I've seen his head nodding too. Where in Canada have you been, Zach?
I've been to Niagara Falls, Toronto,
I want to go to
and I've yet to get to Quebec. I want to go to Quebec and I want to go to Vancouver. I've heard Vancouver is awesome out on the west coast, so just above the Pacific Northwest. I heard that's unbelievable.
Quebec is awesome. That
Yeah, I
is
want to get to
such a
Quebec
nice
and Montreal
I gotta go
too.
to Toronto.
place. Love it up there.
I was about to
Toronto-
say, I gotta
Toronto's
go-
a great
I gotta
city.
go hop on the feature with Drake. That's where
Toronto's a
I'm
big
at.
city.
I'm in the 6. Where you at, man?
Hey, where you at?
There's an
Where you at?
underrated
Drake,
place,
they
though.
highlight Bleak now. Come on
Niagara
now.
Falls, like obviously the falls are awesome, but there's an underrated place. If you take I forget what road it is, but if you go to Niagara on the Lake, so you take this like windy road like 30 miles up, and then it comes over, I think it's Lake Ontario. It's one of the Great Lakes, and you can see Toronto across the lake in the distance. It's just a good spot up there. A lot of good restaurants, wineries.
All right.
Niagara Falls is underrated.
Okay,
Super underrated.
we all up in age. The people who have that traveled different places, what would you say had the best drinks? You'd be like, okay, I could come. If I come back in town, I could come here.
Best drinks.
Best drinks. Man, I don't know.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know. Yeah,
Underage.
I didn't get there yet. So pretty much it's a question for you, Zach.
So when I went to the Prague, Czech Republic, a pint of beer is equivalent to like 40 cents US dollars. So you could do some damage in Prague, Czech Republic on a budget.
On a budget.
And you could walk around. There's no public there's no, what do you call it, drinking in public. You could just walk around anywhere on the streets. You go into a convenience store, grab a beer, and just keep walking.
For me,
Drunk?
Huh?
Drunk?
Well, I mean, if you make a fool out of yourself,
That's
somebody will
you.
stop you. But there's no law in terms of like,
You can't do it.
you could walk right out of the bar like with a half beer and just keep walking.
nah. I want
Yeah.
Can you
to.
imagine?
I want to find the best place that got the best whiskey and tequila. Nah, I'm not gonna say tequila. Best whiskey.
I don't drink a lot now anymore, but when I did,
He said not anymore.
yeah, I used to.
If you don't like, you gotta celebrate, man.
Well,
But alright, places you want to travel. I said Tokyo because I'm a big anime fan, and I definitely want to go see the creations of like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. I
Damn.
want to go to Tokyo, Bora Bora, or Hawaii. They're my
Me and my girl got a list, and
that's tough.
You forgot already?
No, I didn't forget. I just trying to, because she said a couple spots too, and like she put it in, so I'm trying to remember what she put. But like, like we said before, New Orleans was on the hit list. Arizona, we wanted to go to Arizona.
A lot of people say Arizona pretty dope, like
Mhm.
out there. They say
We wanted to go to Arizona. Las Vegas, we wanted to hit up.
you're gonna lose all your money.
Vegas is a must.
Hawaii was on it and stuff like it. We want to go to New York again, like together and stuff. So just some places like that, and then she has a couple places on there. Florida's on there, but I'm going to Florida this summer. So
Yeah, that's supposed to kind of country.
I love Florida.
it's more Florida than I've ever experienced. So
I'm thinking of a place. What I'm thinking of? Oh, Dubai. I never heard like. Is Dubai still like a spot people want to go? 'Cause I feel like when people start traveling more, Dubai became. It's still top 5, but it might be number 5 now. What y'all think? Y'all think Dubai's still a top place y'all would travel to?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's expensive.
very expensive.
I'm definitely I'm going there soon. So
Oh, you said Dubai is expensive. Okay.
I'm definitely going
Like
there
a
soon.
dollar there is worth like $2 here or something like that. Like it's expensive.
Their currency, I think, is higher.
Yeah, their currency is higher than ours. So the spin there is going to cost you more.
And just like everyday thing. I've never been there before, and I heard like everyday things like eating's really expensive, drinking's really expensive. Have you been?
I don't
Yeah.
think.
You been to Dubai?
I didn't like it.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day, weren't we? Or not the other day, but like a couple
Hey,
weeks ago.
Basti,
Yeah.
let me find out you live in a Bruce Wayne type lifestyle.
Nah,
Dubai, Rome, Greece, Italy.
I didn't
Well,
like
you
it,
feel me?
honestly. I don't know. I didn't like the vibe at all, and it's so like it's just built off poverty, kind of like. In my opinion, like
Mhm.
there's just desert, and then there's just huge buildings,
Yeah.
and in the middle of nowhere. Like, if you go out, there's nothing
It's
else.
like
to
Vegas.
see. Yeah, it's like in the middle of nowhere, and I just don't like the culture. Like I had a friend that went there as well, a girl, and she went into the mall, and she just got sent back out because she had pants on and everything, but apparently she wasn't dressed appropriately.
Respect.
And apparently, like, you can get arrested for it and stuff like that. So it's just really strict and a very different culture.
Oh,
Yeah.
And usually I'm very open for new cultures and stuff, but for me, that's just, like, too much and too...
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're from Europe, right?
Yeah.
Belgium, right?
Norway.
Norway.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I say Belgium. Norway. So, I feel like, is it like in Europe? Is it like the equivalent to traveling and going around Europe? Is that like kind of equivalent to us like going
Going to
like,
different states.
going to different states and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
But you have to do it by plane because you're separated by water.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely, like, you guys going to New York, it's a much further distance
Mm.
than for me to go to England. Like,
Yeah.
it's a 1.5 hour flight.
So like, cause like every person I talk to that's like overseas, like they've been to like a lot of places.
Yeah. It's very
So like
common.
I feel like that's just like the equivalent to like us like, oh, I've been to this state, I've been to this state, been to this state. It's like I just felt like that was the equivalent. So I
Yeah,
just wanted
it
to
is.
clarify. Okay.
Except when
about-
you go to different countries, you get a lot more different culture. Like
Yeah.
you're not going to get that much culture change from like North Carolina to New York. I mean, a little bit, but
Yeah, because it's all been
Still
built
the
up
same
like
country.
individually.
yeah.
And before traveling and everything, they were separated and they had their own stuff and
Yeah.
built their own culture and
Mm-hmm.
everything. And we had ours. So when we travel over, it's so different. Like, you go to a different country,
Yeah.
but for you guys, like going to different states, you can get there easily. So it's
Yeah.
kind of more adapted and built up
What
together
about if you live in
as a
like
collective.
Austria and you want to drive to France? Can you do that?
Yeah.
So you just like go through each border, like
Yeah.
border control.
Yeah,
So-
you have to go through a border, but
Right.
you can do
So
that.
what's like that like big ticket area that like everybody talks about the like what is that place that's like?
Let me take a guess. Let me take a guess. Russia.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
No,
What's the
like-
expensive? Like
I've never been to Russia.
That you're asking a different
I want
question.
to.
I was going a different route. I'm like driving distance because you said you have to like fly everywhere.
Oh,
Like
okay.
so, what's like that big area that everybody goes to that's driving distance and like
For me?
from you? Yeah.
Uh, tough one. Driving wise, it'd probably be Stockholm, I guess. Because for me, like I
Sweden.
border to Sweden,
Mhm.
Denmark, and Finland,
Okay.
so I can drive those places. But then the water comes and kind of blocks off. So for me, it would be like, oh, let's have a summer in Sweden, or
Okay.
go to Copenhagen and Denmark, like stuff like that.
My bad, Chris. I thought you was
No,
asking
you
what-
good. You good.
I thought you was asking what's the expensive flight. That's why I said I thought it was good.
I mean, you can ask that too
Oh.
if you want to know that.
So, what's the expensive flight you paid for? You was like, okay, this will cost some money.
The one that cost the much,
Mm-hmm.
the most.
You think coming here?
difficult. I think yeah.
Wow.
I think it's coming to the U.S. because it's such a far distance.
But,
Or well, Dubai, but yeah.
Well, too, like when you're flying like from Europe to Europe, there's something called Ryanair, right? And it's super cheap.
Yeah.
It's like $50 flights, so you can go from like France to Italy for $50. That's why once you get into Europe, like it's really easy. And trains, train system's way better than the U.S.
Yeah,
I think-
the underground.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's got me thinking.
It's similar in New York though. Like
The big cities in the U.S. have it down, but like mid-sized cities, our train systems and subways pretty bad. Like if you go to like, like the Cleveland's, Detroit's, Minneapolis,
You don't need a
Indianapolis,
car in Europe in general.
right?
Or where I've been in
Right.
Europe.
Chicago-
You can always get places.
New York, Chicago, L.A., pretty good.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like public transportation's pretty.
They've kind of copied it off the British system as well.
Yeah.
The underground, like with the lines and like the colored lines.
Tell them about the underground in London.
The underground in London
It's wild.
is amazing. Well, you can do it.
Yeah,
You've
Grace,
been
you've been there too.
Yeah, that's so cool. It's like you get a little card. It's called an Oyster card. And you like when you go into the whatever station, you just swipe in. You just walk on. You go to the subway, and it literally carries you wherever you want to go. They have like, well, they have the Piccadilly line.
Piccadilly line.
Yeah.
It's one more line. It's like
Uh,
it's a
Blue-
few more. They have several lines, but they all go to different places.
There's an O, I think.
And they all have like stations. Like I stayed in Kensington, so my station was Kensington Olympia on the weekends and Shepherd's Bush during the weekdays because they wouldn't open Kensington Olympia during the week. But you can walk, like stations are like all on top of each other. Like,
Yeah.
you can literally walk
They're
from one
everywhere.
station to the other. Like they're everywhere. But it's so nice though, because
Great.
like the system is so easy. Like it's such an easy system, and
Just
if you
follow colors.
yeah, and like their bus system, I mean, that's kind of the same way. I mean, it all runs, and then they have like a
They
ship
double
system
deckers.
too, like the boats that drive you down the river, Thames.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah.
They all have like it's like one big thing, and it's called London Transportation, and they have the overground, the underground, the boats, and the buses. And this one Oyster
sweet.
card like works and gets you wherever you want to go. You can do.
The crazy thing, the
It's so
underground
nice.
is like when you're going down. I've never been going down such steep of an escalator in my life. Like, oh my gosh!
I know,
Like when
it's
you're going
crazy.
down this thing, you're like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you're going way down underneath the ground. You're like looking down, like we're going down there.
But in World War II, like that's where they would hide during the Blitz
Right.
because it was
It's like a
so
bunker.
deep.
All right. I actually saw Snoop Dogg at the metro system.
In London?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What'd you do?
Saw Snoop Dogg.
Oh, did you? Are you
He
serious?
was opening a Playboy Club.
I got an
That's
interesting
hilarious.
question for
Totally see it.
Steve.
What's up?
I got an interesting question for you. So we're talking about like traveling, and you go back and forth from the U.S. back to Norway and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself like bringing back like U.S. culture that you picked up here, like bringing it back to Norway? Not even if it's on purpose, just like accidental, like.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely kind of adapt and take on different cultures when I'm traveling, and I love that. I feel like I'm getting the best of everything. Like I bring my own cultures and values, but at the same time I pick off intentionally or not from here, and people from back home definitely notice it. Like just some things I say or how I formulate things. Like they're like, "Oh, you're definitely a little bit Americanized."
But like that's like sometimes like I even forget that like Basti's from like Norway and stuff like that. Like cause he Like he took on he took on like the American culture so well, and he like meshed into it so well, and like that's why I got so much respect for him, because like I don't think I could go and do it somewhere else, but like he came into like an unfamiliar situation, just took it on head on, and like he's succeeding with it. So
Definitely
I
rough
just
in
think
the
it's
beginning,
crazy.
but yeah, it's been very easy here because everyone's so open and welcoming. I don't think I would do as well if I was in New York, for example, because everyone's more
Nah, for real though.
like moving individually, and you don't really go head on with people like that. But here, everyone's been like interested in talking to me. They've been welcoming. I've been inviting home, like to strangers basically, and yeah, it's just been very nice, and I'm grateful for how friendly people are in Virginia.
If y'all could remember, in state or out of the country, what was a food spot y'all liked it? It's like, what was it?
What?
What was a food spot you liked it? Like, it could
Like
be
your
in
favorite
state
food
or out
spot?
of the country.
Man, it was the soul
Favorite
food spot in Atlanta.
So I'm not surprised.
Man.
I want to try In-N-Out so bad. I don't know why.
Me too.
I've been seeing hyped up on Instagram and stuff.
I think it's overrated,
Really?
personally.
Everyone's
In-N-Out.
hyping it up, like every celebrity, everyone. I'm like, I
It's
need to
overrated.
try it.
Dude, what is one spot?
One spot for me is in Miami, but it's kind of like, it's not my fault. That's only where I've been. Like, but
There's this place back home that like I like.
Like,
That's what
that's
it
how
sounds
it
like.
is. But,
That's what it sounds like.
spot in Miami. Go
but no, so like they kind of got like an old town kind of vibe to it. And I remember one day my dad took me, and they had some type of conch. It's a seafood, whatever, and it was pretty good. They had some conch fritters. But a food I do want to try, I want to try sushi. Actually, like from Japan or whatever.
You
And
don't like American sushi?
it's alright. Then I'm gonna go to California and try the street tacos. I heard California got one of the best street tacos. Food truck tacos.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go out there and give me a nice burrito. Is it burrito? Burrito taco with a little dip.
So
This is the same person who said that his favorite spot was the calf. I ain't gonna snap.
On campus, yes.
Calf is not calf.
Who was that was one of the old episodes.
that was
Favorite
old.
food.
I was on that.
This was on the episode. Oh man, bro.
We was talking about places we eat around. It was kind of like this one, like
Yeah,
where
he
we had
said calf.
everybody.
Yeah.
That
And
man.
he talking about the cab. I was
Man, look.
What?
Man, I'm not gonna be Italian. Look, when it's rough,
I
I don't
never
got no
left
funds.
Calf.
I'm going to the cafeteria.
He
We'll
said
get me
that.
some pizza and some fries.
I wish I liked it that much.
He
That would
said-
make my life so much easier.
He said, man. my
But like,
favorite
I
spot
get that. Like when I don't have the funds, I'll go to the cab. But like, I don't talk
Calf is
about it.
expensive.
Like,
I wouldn't say that's my favorite spot.
that's not my
Yeah.
spot.
No, you
When these
think
funds
calf-
not talking, we at the cab. I don't
I ain't gonna
care.
snatch. You probably said the calf. I'm gonna say Juts. I ain't gonna snatch. I go to
Man,
just
That
Damn.
meal swipe is underrated.
What?
What?
Chill out,
This
chill out,
is so
chill out,
underrated.
chill out. Y'all wild,
That
bro.
meal swipe is
What, you
underrated.
what,
I don't care what you
Sandwich,
say.
granola,
Granola.
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 You get a sandwich, chips, a soda.
Any drink you
Any
want, bro.
drink.
No, it's not. No, it's
Well,
not.
Any
Oh my
Coke.
God.
Any Minute Maid you want,
No,
yeah.
no. Any
Minute Maid,
Coca-Cola
Coke products,
Any
water,
Coke-
any of
water.
that.
And any chips too.
No, bro. I like the meal times. Don't get me wrong. They came in clutch my freshman year.
Oh,
That Anna roll.
They
Let
come in
me
clutch,
get a
man.
sandwich. Let me get a
I don't have it
parfait.
anymore.
But-
No.
Then you had the little kid vibes. You could put the chips on the sandwich.
I had prison
Oh my
vibes.
God.
I had prison vibes. The one not kid vibes.
At the pool? At the pool, bro. Long day. You got the
You're
sandwiches
not
in the
putting
cooler
So you
with the chips. You.
Bro, so you
tripping.
put your chips in your sandwich. You put your chips in your sandwich.
Why not though?
I
Why
got
not?
prison vibes, and you said your
Why
favorite spot
not?
is
It's
Dinkerville.
the
It's the cab.
That ain't prison vibes, though.
I don't want to hear it, bro. Because I put chips on sandwich.
Yeah.
That ain't no prison vibes.
Yes, that is.
That's prison
I
pizza.
bet you eat ramen noodles too, don't you? You be eating ramen noodles? No,
If they there,
if they
Certified
did,
criminal.
If they did, I'll put a little
Bro,
cheese in them too. If you
some
want to know,
cereal,
I'll put a little cheese on
hard
it.
tarts.
Half the seasoning packet, because a full packet's too much. Throw that away, put some cheese on, stir them up. That's how I do
You been in
it.
jail? You committed
I
some
ain't-
crimes? You committed some crimes? Who
I ain't
put
got
cheese
nothing
on
on my
you?
record.
Yeah, he by himself.
Yeah.
I don't put cheese in my
You
noodles.
go to anybody
You're by
who
yourself.
grew up going to the pool lot, and
You're
you
by
ask
yourself.
them, did they put chips on the sandwich?
Nobody
I
put
guarantee.
chips on that
I
sandwich.
did.
Oh my
I put
You
cheese
get
god.
it separate.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
You can either do
You
both.
didn't either?
No.
Thank you.
Real-
Bite,
I-
chip.
God.
Bite,
It
chip.
depends.
Bite,
It depends.
chip.
It depends.
Y'all ain't living
You
right.
can do both. What chips you put in your sandwich? What chips?
Doritos. It's
My
the
dog.
go-to.
My
No,
dog.
nacho cheese?
Oh, now you feeling it? Now you
That's
feeling
what I
it?
said.
You talking
No,
about Doritos?
no,
You
no.
suck.
Get out of here.
Nobody eat
Get
Cool
outta
Ranch
here.
Doritos. If you eat Cool Ranch,
What?
it's hard.
Any Doritos, bad
Any
Doritos.
No.
What is wrong with Cool Ranch
time out.
Doritos?
Flag on the
Oh my
plate. Flag
goodness.
on the plate. All that. Look, it's the purple bag, nacho cheese, spicy. What is
Spicy. Your
Spicy
words
nachos, chill. And then Cool Ranch out fourth. Nobody eat Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch and fuck.
Yeah.
Man, you crazy.
It may be under all them, but people still eat them. I still eat them. I
love
love about
Cool
them.
Ranch. What are you talking about?
People eat Cool Ranch Doritos before they eat the Fritos.
You won't eat chips on a sandwich, but you gonna go eat sushi.
Yes.
Exactly.
What's the difference?
Weirdo.
Big difference. I know.
Oh my! You don't like your food touching, do you?
He eats at the calf. He
he
doesn't. The
That's an
calf
argument for everything.
The calf
Yeah.
ruined everything for him.
Your mind is corrupted.
The calf has
Chips don't go
brainwashed.
on Chips don't go on scent. That's a separate thing.
Boy,
Bite
hey,
chip.
hey,
Bite
hey,
chip.
if the
You
calf-
probably ate with plates with dividers in them, bro. Ain't have your food touching it.
And what's
Something
wrong
like
with
that.
those though? I mean, I don't mind my food touching, but what's wrong with those? It's a plate. It's a plate.
Hold up, do y'all like mayonnaise? Do y'all like mayonnaise?
No.
Yes, sir. Okay, that's two.
I don't
Two
like
sets.
mayonnaise.
You
That's
can put
three.
mayonnaise
Is
on
it
the sandwich
mayonnaise?
and Dutch though.
No, since growing up, I never liked the mayonnaise. I hate it.
I never like
I hate
mayonnaise,
mayonnaise.
but if it's with ketchup or something like that on
You're
like a burger,
disgusting.
I don't mind.
You're disgusting. I say it like this: if
You ain't
the
never got a
may-
baconator with
Look,
ketchup
if
and
the
mayonnaise on
mayonnaise
it?
No
on
mayonnaise
there,
on no.
If the mayonnaise on there, I'll eat it. I wouldn't put it on there personally myself.
No,
But is
that's
it
how I
already on
am.
there?
That's how I am. Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
already
yeah.
on there,
Yeah.
I'll eat it.
I'm not gonna go. The only,
I'm not gonna go grab it. That's dead.
I get no mayonnaise on everything. I get no mayonnaise on everything. But if it either comes on like the sandwich when it's brought to me, I'll eat it. Or
I feel like-
if it like, I'm not gonna go through the trouble at Wendy's and just go through the hassle of just saying no mayonnaise. It has ketchup and mayonnaise on you, barely taste mayonnaise. I'm gonna get it with on it.
Bump it.
But
I have a question.
What's up?
What's up with the U.S. and pickles?
I like pickles.
you don't like pickles?
I like
I would not touch a pickle with a stick.
What?
I'm not a fan of pickles either.
He said I would
I'm not
not
a fan
touch a
of
pickle.
Maybe so when you go to Chick-fil-A, you tell them no pickles on your
Yes.
chicken sandwich?
Yes.
If I go
That's
with
so
pickles,
nasty.
that's
Hey,
gonna stick on it
That's
forever.
nasty.
If you take it off, it's still there.
To
Yeah,
be
and then
honest,
you
to
can
be
taste
honest,
it.
I
feel
swear
like
to God,
I
I
feel
just
like
throw it away. If
You know what the-
no.
You know what the
Yeah,
weird thing
Chick-fil-A
is
is
for
they
me
take
though?
the pickles
Like
off of it.
Chick-fil-A is the only spot that like if pickles on it, I won't care.
It's overrated. I feel like Chick-fil-A overrated. No cap.
You think Chick-fil-A is
They are.
overrated?
They are.
They're overrated.
They are.
They're overrated.
I don't think Zach agreed with you on that
Yeah.
one.
What?
Chick-fil-A.
I don't think Zach
Look,
agreed with you on that
If
one.
we
Chick-fil-A
had
is
Chick-fil-A
like
back
McDonald's.
home, I would be.
It makes no sense how their lines be so huge. That's the same thing with cookout. It don't make no sense.
No,
All right, I
time
agree
out.
with you on cookout.
It
I
makes
agree with you there.
No,
That's just 'cause of the
Chick-fil-A,
price.
Chick-fil-A,
line OD.
There's a reason why there's a
for
line at
chicken,
Chick-fil-A.
For a chicken sandwich.
And it's so efficient as
For a
well.
chicken
Like you don't
sandwich.
wait for
Yeah,
long.
for a
it's
chicken
good.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Chicken sandwich don't all that
Chick-fil-A is
good.
so good.
Cookout,
For real,
I don't
Popeye's
see
got
the
the
appeal to
best chicken
cookout
sandwich,
though.
no
I
cap.
really don't.
Popeyes got the best chicken sandwich. Best spicy chicken sandwich I had is from Popeyes. No one's gonna tell
I
me
think the
different.
most
Mm.
disgusting fast food restaurant there is Cookout. Literally,
I do too.
loathe it.
I agree.
Ow!
Agreed.
hate
You a
it.
student.
The burger like falls
that.
apart. It's gross.
Like,
I've had it once.
yeah.
I'm never touching it again.
Yeah, I don't like- me too. Same.
It's just because of the price. That's why you like
Well,
it.
it's just
You right. You right.
The
You
time,
right.
the times and the prices.
The price is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's open late.
it's like
Yeah,
guts and chicken.
it's like a
You can't
late
beat
night
that.
junk food. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never go out my way to go to cookout.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's one of those things
Cookout has
like
to come
if
to you.
people are going and I'm hungry, I'll get.
Bump it.
Or if it's late night and nothing else is open, I'll get.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
it's
I don't ever go out my way to get cookout.
Chick-fil-A
It's either that.
is so good. I took my parents to Chick-fil-A. They came visiting. They didn't speak for the whole meal. They were just enjoying it like that. Yeah, it's so
Look,
good.
No.
Best
If they had it
chicken
back home,
sandwich
oh
spot.
my.
Best chicken sandwich spots: Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Zaxby's, Wendy's.
Chick-fil-A.
That was my
What?
Popeyes over Chick-fil-A?
Wait, wait,
Oh,
what? Did
my
you
God.
put Wendy's chicken sandwich up there? You
They
kidding?
chicken nuggets. Wendy's
Might
chicken
get that
nuggets.
out early.
Wendy's
I have
chicken
practice
nuggets.
at
You
3.
kidding?
Wendy's
You're
chicken
kidding.
Hot.
Well, you guys enjoy. I have
All right,
practice.
next gonna do it
All
on
right, man, thanks.
Yeah, and I'm hot.
See you guys.
Wait, no,
You tripping.
no. Have y'all ever had Wendy's chicken nuggets? They be so crisp with a
They're
sweet sauce.
good. They're
Thank
good.
you. Thank man.
But
Stop
I
playing.
don't think they're
dog.
better than Chick-fil-A.
You said what?
I don't
got
think
it,
they're
that
better
trip
than
and everything,
Chick-fil-A.
What?
No,
Wendy's
they're
nuggets?
good though. No, like I wouldn't say that they're like way below Chick-fil-A. I feel like they're about
Yeah,
there,
like,
but
bro,
Chick-fil-A is still
Wendy's.
kind of better.
Like Wendy's nuggets go bomb.
Wendy's
They
is
be
the
crisp,
best
fresh
real
out
fast
with some
food
sweet and
out
sour
Hey,
sauce.
y'all forget
Yeah.
about Tyson.
Who?
Tyson chicken nuggets. Y'all forget about them.
No, chill out. I like their chicken tenders though. They barbecue chicken tenders go crazy. But
Zaxby's up there for me, though.
Oh, I love
Oh,
Zaxby's.
yeah.
Like
Zaxby's
Zaxby's
is
that.
good.
that-
I'll
that
put
my favorite.
Zaxby's over Popeyes.
I would
Get out!
Zaxby's
Any
is
day.
so
Give me
good.
Zaxby's just started. Popeye's been doing this. Go
You
ahead.
feel me?
Go ahead.
Where's
But no.
Bojangles fit in?
Oh, Bojangles.
Not a
is
fan.
top.
Not
I
a fan.
love
Bojangles?
Not a fan.
Where's that fit in?
I'll
That's
tell you
number
what,
one.
a
That's my
Graham-
number one.
Hey, Graham, we put up a Popeyes.
Not a fan.
The first
Not a fan.
3 days, the line was running onto the interstate ran.
Popeyes?
Oh,
Popeyes.
gosh.
Chicken sandwiches?
After that week, no, not even the chicken sandwiches.
Wow.
This is when it first opened. In Graham. A week after that, nobody was at Popeyes, and the Bojangles right next to had the line wrapped around.
Well, the one on Riverside in Danville, it's Biscuitville. You ever see that line?
I never been to Biscuitville.
It's insane.
That's Biscuitville for you.
Everywhere. Yeah, even in Greensboro. It's
Yeah, I saw the same
crazy.
thing. I was in Greensboro the weekend.
I've had it. It's pretty good, but like I don't see that kind of appeal. But
It's-
people love
That's
it.
the
It's like that
Bojangles
anywhere.
topic.
A Graham, like on the way
They're
to
only
school,
open till like 1.
and on the way to high school every
They're
day,
making crazy money.
line wrapped around. People would come late to school
From Biscuitville?
for Biscuitville.
How do you like that business model? They're open till 1 o'clock, and they're just killing it.
Yeah.
So
They open at 6 a.m. and close at 1. That's all they need.
That's so.
They do all their business.
It's so overrated.
It's
crazy.
You gotta look at that. That's a good little business move. If I know I'm popping, I can control that time frame. I know I'm getting customers.
They
oh,
close
yeah.
at like 1 o'clock.
It's so overrated, though. I feel like that's one of the most
I do, too.
overrated, like fast.
I never
food.
had
It's
it.
good, but it's not.
It's good, but it's not.
I wouldn't
it's
wait in
not
line.
worth that way.
right.
Which fast
It's
food
not
one?
worth that
Which
way.
one?
I
You
promise
never had
you.
checkers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
like
got some nice
Checkers.
fries.
I
Checkers
like
got some nice
Checkers.
fries.
I like Wingstop.
What?
Have you ever
What?
had
What's-
Wingstop?
Bro, what? Bro, checkers got
Wingstop's
some
good.
nice fries, bro.
I feel like when you go
Get it out.
out, the only thing.
Chicken tender and fried kind of guy.
Hey, chill out. I feel like that's the only thing you get. I feel like
Chicken
that's the
tender
only
and fried
thing you
kind of
Any-
guy.
get.
Fast,
Chicken tenders and fries.
fast food wise, yes. Like my roommate, he put me on the Hardee's.
How y'all
Hey.
chicken tenders is?
No kidding. No kidding.
Look at the menu.
I feel like he's the type. No, he's the type. He would look through the menu in depth, right? Won't say anything. Just sitting there looking at the menu. You think, oh, he really put a lot of decision in this. Gets to the table. Can I get the chicken tenders?
Hey, look, I almost pulled that.
How many chicken tenders I get anyway?
No, I almost
So
did
if I
that.
get the platter, how's that different from the basket? You know what I mean?
Do I get fries with that? You know what?
Nah, look, I almost did that over the weekend, over last weekend. We all
What kind of
went
sauce y'all got? Like ranch, honey mustard?
Honey mustard, gotta go. Honey mustard, barbecue, or Polynesian sweet and sour. That's it.
I love
But-
ranch.
Nah,
Ranch is so
ranch don't
good.
belong to chicken.
Big ranch guy.
Mm.
But so me and my friend went to out. We all went to Outback. So this is my first time out
No.
at Outback.
But no, you did.
So I'm
No, you
looking.
didn't.
Like,
Don't.
oh no, maybe you can read my future, maybe some of past. But I'm like,
Stop.
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 I saw the pasta. I'm like, what up? Chicken tenders. Okay. So one of my homegirls, she was like, I know you're not about to get no chicken tenders.
I know.
All right, can I get the pasta then? But I'm glad I was aiming on them chicken tenders. I was aiming on them chicken
my
tenders.
God.
He went to
Can't go
out
wrong with chicken tenders.
people.
Either chicken tenders or chicken wings.
People.
It is a
Your
steak
host,
house.
he went to Outback Steakhouse
And got the chicken and one
and
of the chicken
almost
tenders.
got chicken tenders. Like you understand how insane that is? Like
Hey, if you really love the apartments, bring me some chicken tenders, honey mustard with some
please
fries.
don't
That's all you
bring
gotta
this
do.
man some
Yes,
real
sir.
cultural food, okay? We're not in elementary and middle school no more.
Man, chicken tenders.
Drop down in the comments. Have you ever put chips on a sandwich when you
No
were
one-
Definitely,
does that?
definitely. Put down in the comments. Have you ever
Man,
put chips
all
on a
right,
sandwich?
when this video go out, send it to y'all people and tell them to come. I want to know because no one put chips. I ain't seen no one don't do it. I seen people do it. My roommate does it.
I
And
feel like
don't
you a
agree.
hater.
And I feel like y'all don't. When people who do that, either y'all going to jail, y'all been to jail, or yeah, this is my choice.
It adds texture.
That's it.
It
I'm
adds.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not talking to
It
people.
adds texture though.
I'm
like
sorry.
like cow.
Texture.
Crunchy. It adds a crunchy
You
texture.
better
to
bite,
it.
throw, bite, throw. Like,
Why do all that if I could just
Why
do
do
it
all
in
that?
one?
No.
Just do it in one.
no.
Do it in one.
I put it on the damn sandwich to get the same result.
Exactly. Why I
Easier.
gotta do all that? That's
No.
too much work.
Bite, throw, man. That's
You only do that with fries.
What you mean?
You only bite and throw fries. That's it. You don't do that with chips like talking about it. You put the chips on the sandwich if you don't feel like it.
Me anyway. I'm the type of
You
guy.
put fries on your burger too?
No,
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'm the type of guy.
That's okay. I wouldn't be with
Wait, no. He said no. I'm gonna tell you why. Like, so
I'm
you
telling
tried
you
this before.
Me eating. I don't know if I have like a slight OCD while I'm eating, but I have to eat my food. If it's not like the sandwich thing is different because when I was younger, I was trying to eat so fast so I could get back in the pool. So I'd put my chips on my sandwich, eat it, and then huh?
Yeah.
That's a
It's a myth.
that's a myth. That's a myth. No actual pool kid waited 30 minutes to get back in the pool. No, I ate, jumped right
Alright.
back in the pool. But anyway,
What did you do, bro? He said,
I think I developed that because of that, and then it's kind of like it came with me as I was an adult because it reminds me nostalgia kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I like the texture add to it. But like if I'm eating an actual meal, I eat my stuff one at a time.
Okay.
Like I section off my food before we start eating on what I want to eat first and what I want to eat last, and I go in that order.
I did that step first.
Alright.
So say I do go to Cookout.
Uh-huh.
Say I'll order chicken strip tray, ranch wrap, and
Cajun frog?
no, I'll get like chicken cheese quesadilla. I'll eat chicken cheese quesadilla first, then chicken tenders, and then my ranch wrap. And like that's every time.
No.
Every time.
Chicken strip shred, Cajun fries with cheese. It used to be cheesy bites, but now I went to chicken nuggets because I want more chicken. So I go fries, nuggets, chicken tenders. But have y'all ever saw or heard someone who did their fries in their frosty?
Ew. No.
Grayson's was not with that.
Ew.
I heard people do it.
I've
Like,
heard
it's
of
not
it.
bad.
Yeah,
though.
I've heard of it. I don't do
See?
it.
It's
I've
not
heard
bad.
it. I've heard
Oh,
it.
you
Grayson
done it.
about threw up in his own mouth.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I did the cookout. Oh, I did the
And
cookout
I don't
from.
want to discuss that. So
And
Fries don't belong in ice cream.
I'll wait for you
Sure,
out
I
here.
mean,
Okay.
It get
It's
that sweet.
2:25. You want to wrap this up?
It get that sweet and sour a little.
All right, man. Look, man, we had a good conversation, man. Thank y'all for coming to the apartments. We out, man. You already know that they gonna be in the description. Y'all definitely come in the comments and tell us who right and who wrong in our debate. See y'all. Peace out.